Hello friends, welcome to Techmaima YouTube channel. In this video, we will see about class method as well as static method. So actually, there is nothing called as multiple constructor in Python. Okay, it's called class method and static method, which is similar to using many constructors, but there is no concept called multiple constructors. Okay, so I'll explain you what is class method, what is static method. Usually, whenever you create a class, and the first method which you will be calling as init method, right? There you will be using self as a first parameter, that is by default. This is how class and method will be defined. Correct. First method is init, and you are creating a second method. Again, there you will be using self. Third method, again there you will be using self as a first parameter. It is a default thing. But when you don't have the purpose inside the method, wherein you are just giving it the parameter as self, but you are not using it inside the particular method, means it's a waste of memory, right? So why you are calling self then? No purpose. Simply you are calling it. So to tackle this problem, to overcome this problem, we can use static method. @static method. This is called as a decorator. Keep this in mind. Static method. This is called as a decorator. Okay, when we are trying to avoid self in the method, this is called as a decorator. So it will not pass self. I mean, it's a decorator. It will not pass self. Instead, you can use static method. Okay. When your method is not depend on the instance variable. When to use static method means when your method, square method, is not depend on the instance variable. Here is an example I have given. So I'm creating a class mtd I equal to 100. I'm defining init method self a comma b, self.name equal to a, self.city equal to b. So I'll put this in hashtag. Okay. Now I'm defining self here. I'm instantiating this class. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, done. Instantiation done. If I run this code, I will get the value. So I want to square. This is what I wanted to check. Object name dot. I'm calling the square method here. I'm passing the value as 4. Okay. So it will square the values and it will return the values as 16 if you use self. But there is no purpose of using self inside. Are you using anywhere? Are you referring to any attributes here? No, right? Self just be used here. So if you avoid self here, if you run this code, if you instantiate and try to square, it will throw an error. Square takes one positional argument, but 2 were given. So to avoid this problem, you can use static method. Run the code now. You will get the output. Simple, right? So this is how you can use static method to avoid self. It will not pass self. Okay. So next one is class method. So normally whenever you create a method, first parameter will be self. Self is the first parameter will be called, right? This is default. You can ignore this. So I just copy pasted the same code to give you explanation. I'm creating another class, method called cube. So instead of passing the value as self, I'm passing it as class. Okay. So why we use class method means when your method is not depending upon the object variable. Okay. You're understanding? When, here is an explanation. Where there is a method which is not dependent upon the object, but it is dependent upon the class variable, we can use class method. So I equal to 100 is the class variable. Correct. This method is depending upon the class variable, which is I equal to 100. So this is not dependent upon the value what you pass here. See, I'm passing 0. I'm getting the output what I'm supposed to get. Right, getting my point. So class method cube, I want to cube the values. Okay. So return class.i. Class.i value will be passed here plus value whatever you are giving here. Okay. So if you run this, I have to instantiate. If you run this, you will get output as 100. 100 is the I value. You give 10, 110. It will be added. Okay, so majorly it is focusing on the class variable. So this is what called as class method. Okay, so that's all about static method and class method. If you have any doubts, please put down in the comment section. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.